Hey everybody, Arthur here with another unboxing video. Today we got Toy Biz Series 7 Marvel Legends Weapon X Wolverine. That's a mouthful. It is what this figure is. And as you can see, it comes in that typical Toy Biz Marvel Legends clamshell. Shows everybody from the wave. And it does have a little bit of information. So I can go ahead and set this here. And then you got his bio. And when I mean bios, I mean stats. Let's go ahead and get him out of his Cryo Chamber. Logan, Weapon X, Wolverine, whatever you want to call him. This figure is pretty awesome. We haven't had a new one from Hasbro, I don't believe so. And it's a shame because this figure would be cool to redo. But I don't know if they can compete with what Toy Biz did here. And he comes with a buttload of accessories. And he does come with Weapon X poster, like book. And it's not even strictly just Weapon, like Wolverine or anybody. It's just artwork, miscellaneous stuff. Not too bad. Oh, and I knocked Wolverine, Weapon X, down. And as you can see, he poses really, really well. Not only did he come with that poster book, but he does come with directions to hook him up with all of his stuff. And that goes into the accessories. He does come with a couple doodads. And here's the doodads. They are sculpted identical. Paint job on them is phenomenal. If you could see that, there we go. Paint job is just really good. A little bit of overpaint right there, but looks really awesome. The hose is definitely very, very rubbery, bendy, and yeah, you could say they're identical. So nothing wrong with that. Sculpted really well. Hollow on the bottom. He also comes with an alternate head, which I find it very odd. I mean, it's not a bad head sculpt, but he has green eyes. I thought Wolverine had blue eyes. So the green eyes are sort of throwing me off. So I'm going to have to look that up. But overall, it's pretty cool head sculpt. Because the head sculpt it's not your typical, hey, I got my little flare up on the sides. It's like slicked back like he just took the helmet off. And it's even, combed to one direction. So he has helmet hair. So really, really cool that we get an alternate head with this figure from Toy Biz. So looks really cool. Then we get the big stand display piece, which is his little Cryo Chamber. What this is going to do is it's just there for display. Sculpted again, really well painted, really nice, and has some great wash on it. These little guys hook onto parts on Wolverine, which I will show you once I review the figure. It's, again, this chamber is just painted really nice and nasty. This part on the back is not well done. It just looks like they just slap paint on it, but that's also the back. So when you're looking at it through this way, it's all right. And you even get the sculpt work on the top. Looking really awesome. So I mean, it's just I wish we had stuff like this, because I mean, these are going to work with all your other 6-inch figures. So any of these stands and stuff, you can put them to work for dioramas and stuff like that I know a lot of people are into. Now the figure itself is it's a small figure, honestly. He's very dainty. So he's small. The head sculpt, let's get his P tube out of the way, which I thought, I'm going straight into the P tube. It's weird. You got this thing sitting on his crotch, right? Then you got this yellow tube going up to his helmet. So it's is he seeing stuff through his pee or what? It's just weird. it's just like, why yellow? Why not green here and use a yellow at a different area? I thought that was a little bit bizarre. But the head sculpt is awesome. I love the helmet on him. I used to have the old school Toy Biz one, and I enjoyed that one as well. He's got all those ports on his back. And just look at that helmet. How cool would it be if like artists from Toy Biz like formed together with Hasbro and just like started a new wave of legends? Like I think like both talents put together, we'd get some amazing figures and definitely get our money's worth. The visor is like a metallic red, so that looks really cool. He's got a different facial expression. And as for head articulation, you know, he can look far down and he can actually look up pretty well. So it's got the hinge, ball joint, look left and right. That P-tube is not preventing his head turning. I mean, he can't go all the way around, but still pretty cool. I noticed that some of these things can come, like you can pull them out, but I mean, I'm not going to. But these two can really pull out. I'm not sure about the front ones. Arms can go up so high, and they do give you a nice full rotation. Get that bicep swivel. Along with the hairy arms, like I love that. It's cartoony, but still, you know, just it's different and it stands out, which is really cool. He's got the forearm swivel, not really a wrist swivel. He's got the wrist bend. Got the weird claws, ports on there. And then his hands have the fingers open and close. And he has like long nails, which I thought that was sort of cool. Like if you're in a cryo chamber, you know, your nails are going to grow. But then it's weird that his like, only his fingers are like dirty. That's on both hands. So it's like he just has like these poop hands. Like he's just been playing with poop. So, and if you look at the body as well, like the detail they put into it, like this is a couple different shades of flesh that are actually on his body, besides, you know, having the hairy chest and everything. But like you can see how the light hits it. Like you got your lighter flesh tones, your darker flesh tones. You got some lighter blue showing the veins and stuff. I mean, that's awesome. I really love like how they added a little bit of a lighter color to the veins, and it really looks like they're almost like they're blue veins underneath the skin. He does have his like rolled up little short shorts, and he does, before getting lower, is like he does have the ab crunch, so he gets some good bend forward, not so much back, like that's as far back as he can go. So if he's standing like straight up, that's as far back, but he can go down quite a bit. Look at those abs. Dude's ripped. He can do the Van Damme splits. The only thing I don't like is the paint sort of came off those hinges there, so looks a little weird. Coming off on the side too. I think maybe that's how the figure did, or it's because it's a little bit of an older figure, so it's just coming off. His legs don't look like they have a swivel anywhere in the thigh. They do swivel up at the top. And then he does get a double jointed knee, which doesn't really give you the full bend like you would think. Let's see if this one does. No, not at all. It's a little weird. Got the hairy legs. Got the ankle. And he has that weird bend right here, which is weird. But the ankle itself, look how dainty that is. Like it pivots. He has the toe bends and everything. But I'm afraid this is going to snap off. Like, look how tiny that is. Like, that's just waiting to snap off. So I got to be very careful with it. And that's both feet. And what's sort of cool with the feet too, you can sort of see it goes from a darker, and then his toes become a little bit lighter in the flesh tone, which is really cool. So definitely an awesome figure. Let's go ahead and put his accessories on. He has all his hoses hooked up to his arms, those extra little chunks hooked into his side like so. And then these are all supposed to sort of plug right into his back. So let's go ahead and plug these in the back. He looks pretty badass, all hooked up. You know, you get the wires hooking up to the ports in his back and everything. And I mean, you can position him however you want. I just sort of position him this way, like he's just trying to get out. But I mean, it stands really well. The figure poses really, really well. It's awesome. The head, I mean, like I said, I mean, I could put it on there, but we've all seen, you know, you can just pop the head on and off. But this figure is a must-have for any Weapon X Wolverine fan, because I mean, it's part of his origin. You got to have him part of your collection. So I highly recommend picking him up. If you guys see him at cons, flea markets, stuff like that, if you get him at a reasonable price, definitely worth getting. This is my review of the Weapon X Toy Biz Marvel Legends figure. If you like what you saw, add a like, subscribe if you want to see more, and good luck hunting, keep on collecting, and have a wonderful day.